So in the mid-1980s, there's this little conflict thing going on in the Persian Gulf called the Iran-Iraq War. And I made 3 deployments over there as a SEAL. 1 aboard a monstrous ship called the USS Guadalcanal, and 2 on board these barges that the Navy had leased from a big construction company over there. The biggest one was called Hercules, and that's what the East Coast SEAL teams were on, SEAL Team 2. My SEAL Team 1 platoon was on a smaller barge called Windbrown, and we were separated by miles. All the Seabat helicopters, Kiowa helicopters, the special boats, guns, there was a flurry of activity on those things that they wanted it to be. But for training, often we would just attack each other's barges. So one night we gear up to go attack the Hercules. Now the Hercules has a helicopter pad that is really up there. It's a really big barge. If you fell off of it with all the equipment we were carrying, the weapons, magazines, all this other stuff, it would have killed you. So it's very stormy, it's very windy, it's very rough, but it's very clear. It's a big, beautiful moonlit night. And we go over and start pitching over the helo pad on the Hercules. Now I'm the Fastrope master. Everybody is behind me. And just the way I had run that thing, I'm throwing the rope. So when I throw the rope, it's out of the starboard door. I'm right behind the cockpit. When I throw the rope, everybody follows me. There's nobody telling anybody, you just follow me out. We were so fast on that thing, it's amazing. But when I would go straight off the 12 o'clock position, right off of the nose of the helicopter, right to the edge of the helo deck, and set up security. And then the next guy would go to the 3 o'clock position, the next guy to the 6, the next guy to the 9, and then they would just all start filling in till we had the whole helo deck in a 360-degree perimeter. And the helo deck had these nets on it as a last line of defense in case you got blown over, fell over, whatever happened, that you land in these nets and hopefully would prevent you from going over the side of the ship. And this thing happened so fast when we were going, but I ran a good bit to the edge of this helo pad, and immediately I knew something was going wrong. The helo is now above me, and as I turn around, it is just spilling guys onto the deck. It had lost the bubble, that's what we called it there, you just lose it. And the helo was just kind of out of control, and it was heading over the side of the ship. And there was no guys standing up now. They're just spilling them all along the deck as guys continue to go out. Well, when you do a Fastrope thing, we would do it so much, it was really a preferred method of insert. We did it a lot. You got an order, a platoon order of guys. It's just like parachuting, who's going out first, and often it has to do with the heaviest guys to the lightest guys. But with a Fastrope, it's who's going to have the most momentum going down that rope, because you definitely wouldn't want my size 12s landing on your head on that rope. You had to clear it. So I was always going out of that thing first, down to the slowest guy on the rope. I might as well just fell out of the helo. That was my idea of Fastrope. Bloop, I was on the deck. Slower guys would go out toward the end. And my platoon commander was the last guy out of that helicopter. He landed virtually on top of me and landed in the nets. He was going over the side. We grabbed him to stop him. Now, he'd have died. And the helicopter just bobbled over the side of the Hercules into the, holy shit. So up over, we all formed real quick to check on everybody. You know, this was really bad. It happened really fast. It was really kind of frightening. I never saw anything like that. The helicopter lost control. So while we were all on the flight deck asking, what the hell just happened? Guess what the helicopter's doing? It's doing the same thing. The 2 pilots are in there with the crew chief going, what in the hell just happened up here? And they're talking and communicating. And there was this beautiful, it would have made a picture on the cover of Time, National Geographic, Rolling Stone magazine. There was just this beautiful moon, full moon, and right smack in the middle of it was that helicopter, and you could still see the rope, and there's a guy hanging on it, one of our guys. And that's what the helicopter must have been doing, because they were getting out there. They were out there. And they must have been going, Jesus Christ, what the hell happened to you guys? What was that all that? Oh, the crew chief, hey, I still got the fast rope hanging out here. I got to pull it in. Holy shit, there's a seal on this thing. And they started bringing it around. And it seemed like it took forever. They didn't want to shake him off of that thing. I mean, you're going to fall to your death. It was minutes he was on this thing. And this is just a rope this big, I mean, that you're hanging on. I couldn't have done it. But he got about 15 or 20 feet over that big steel deck and just fell off of the rope as they brought him over the flight deck. He landed on the deck of that thing. And he was a former BUDS instructor of mine. He had put me through BUDS years before. And we would put him down the rope last because he was slow. He would just go down the rope, taking his doggone silly ass old time. And when we got him, nobody could believe he had done that. This guy was really strong too. He was wiry, he was tall, he was really strong because this is all you got right here. And he said he was biting the rope to hang on. All that time. I don't know how he wasn't killed, but he made it. And we all had a big laugh out of that, but that's Fastrope. And there were so many strange things that could happen on a Fastrope, and I seem to have been around when all of them happened, but that was about the strangest. He's lucky. He's real lucky. Real lucky.